All right, we're ready to get started with our fourth session. It is Reclaim the Corporate Classroom, and our speakers are Randall Tinfow and Joy Lin. Randall has a long career in the film and television production businesses with multiple works enshrined in New York City's Museum of Broadcasting. Since 1998, he has been a pioneer in the application of online video to solve communication challenges in education, pharmaceutical, medical device, e-commerce, and defense industries. Jo Lin's software engineering career is focused on enabling powerful online video applications used for e-learning and e-commerce. She has 3 patents pending, correct? At this moment. So I'd like to welcome at this time Randall and Jo Lin.
Thanks for your attention. As you'll see later on, we value that highly. REACHUM is a virtual meeting platform designed specifically for education and training. So, Joy, why did we develop this?
We have been involved in on-demand training for 10 years. We launched REACHUM during the pandemic to improve the live meeting experience for teachers and learners. Teachers complain that screen share is tricky. We have all been in meetings. Presenters mess around for more than 1 minute to find the right window or tab. Sometimes it gets very ugly. So
Learners complain. Oh, no, for some reason the video is not working. Hold on. This is live, by the way. This is live online. And learners complain that virtual meetings and virtual classrooms are boring. That is actually what we're solving. Let me go forward in this. We're fixing that by turning passive viewers into active participants at a very modest cost per learner. Yesterday, we loaded digital content, web pages, PDFs, PowerPoints, video games, and made a presentation sequence. This morning, we're moving through the presentation with 1 click, N for next and B for back. Or we can jump to any content, as I'll show you in a second. I've got a bunch of thumbnails here, and I can go anywhere immediately. So this is an example of the click. This 1 click on the bottom, I'm actually just clicking the N button to go forward. That means people, presenters and teachers, can focus on presentation and not technology. So students call in a poll, 70% of online meetings were described as a waste of time. Engagement lasts for 8 minutes. I've known that for 20 years. I've been involved in online meetings for 20 years. And we know that at the 8-minute point, attention falls off radically, like this. Okay, people persist for about 8 minutes, and then the drop off is intense. And it makes sense because talking heads and PowerPoint slides are just not very interesting. I got it now? I think if I put it up here, it's okay, for some reason. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, going back to this, if you've entered your name and hit enter, and a video comes up and plays, I'll actually go through that too. And it is scored by the earlier you scored, the more points you get. And here are the results. So I'm ahead. Mia has 14. She answered almost immediately. Nicholas and Russell were right behind. So REACHUM holds attention using movement, pacing, and live interactions. So we just had the first of a few interactions. This is a video. As you'll see, I'm controlling the video. This is full screen, this is not screen sharing, this is full screen video. And I can start it again or stop it and talk about it. Or go forward to the next slide. It's a one click, I'm just hitting the next button. So we're removing digital boundaries. It's one touch host control. The pace is very fast, and rich interactions and transactions are why this is powerful. We're transforming passive viewers into active participants. So another quiz. This is timed, so get ready to answer. I got it wrong. I'll give you a few seconds, and we'll see a leaderboard. So Ray is coming on. Ray, raise your hand. Great. So this, we'll give you some case histories. This is one kind of interaction that's turned out to be really popular. This is another kind of interaction, and I put this in, this is called an ordered list, where you put items in the rank of most important. And I'm using this because to illustrate a fact that we have proven, and that is that the dwell time is engaged by the complexity of the interaction. The simplest interaction is a binary. It's true or false, Boolean. There are other types of interaction, like we just showed, and like this, dragging more or completing a puzzle, for example, extends dwell time much further than a Boolean choice. So it's not only providing interactivity, but it's the complexity and interest of the activity that triggers cognitive engagement and extends dwell time, and also significantly extends retention. What we track is retention at 2 weeks. Everything we do is based on data, and the metrics we follow at the top, the KPIs are attention, persistence, and retention at the 2 week point. So the benefits of this approach, and by the way, in this right-hand, lost it again. In the right-hand window that we've been looking at is what we call the activity window. And the activity window can show literally anything on the net. We've been showing video, slides, PowerPoints, PDFs, web pages. Somewhere in here there is a web page. I'll find that. Oh, I don't see it right away. I'm not going to dig for it. But I'll tell you a current case history. We've got a pharma client. They've got some big problems. They have a lot of training to do. They're doing a lot of product launches. And the reps have to test out in order to be certified to sell. And we're talking about a product that's worth $3.5 million a week. So the reps have to be trained, they have to be trained fast, and they have to get it. They have to test out in order to be able to sell the product. So the problem is when they were doing PowerPoints and talking heads for a week, 5 days worth of training, 5 days of product launch, half the people were not getting it. They were nodding off in virtual meetings, okay? They were testing poorly, and what happened is that the district managers had to sit down with the people who were not completing, and they had to personally go through it and certify these people. So there was a tremendous cost to the company every time they launched a new product, because people had to come out of the field, both the rep and the district manager. Sometimes the district manager was tied up for days certifying all their reps. So we had two problems to solve. One is the time to completion, and the other was the retention of the material. So we're in the middle of that engagement right now. Early results are fantastic. We think that the completion rate, if this follows the pattern of other pharma companies we've done in the same process, the completion rate will be close to 100% within the given week. Just different methods. If without attention, you can't train. If people are not riveted on the material, they don't get it. This is the another quiz. You guys are seeing it, I'm not. Are you taking the quiz? On your phones? Okay. Let's see how, okay. All right. I'm going to go back. Let's do this again. Now that we got video. Yeah, this is a really important point. At what point does the average person tune out of virtual meetings? We showed this in a graph before. I didn't answer fast enough, so I got, I won't progress on the leaderboard. This competition is in a sales force of a couple of hundred people. This type of competition really gets revved up. There's districts that are playing against each other. They're aggregating the scores. We're using an LMS to compare districts. This, by the way, is another thing we're doing. As I told you, this right-hand window, you can literally do anything. Well, this shows a transaction window. This is a shopping cart on the right. One of our products you can buy right from the web, and you can literally do anything. A teacher can sell books or refer to supplies where you can get supplies cheaply. For example, we saw a 3D printer out in the lobby, and there are supplies for that. And if I was teaching virtually about 3D printing, I'd be able to share a source for supplies, and people would be able to transact in meeting. We're also using that capability in the e-commerce world. Pretty cool. So we're passionate about this. We are solving boredom, monotony, and we're really reinvigorating remote life. And our customers can back that up. Any questions? Here's a calendar for those of you who are logged in. You can, in meeting, make an appointment with us. This is valuable for teachers, for example, if you want to schedule private meetings with kids or tutoring. So literally anything can be done in this right-hand window.
Wait one second. We want to know who won today. Okay, so Ray,
where's Ray?
We have our one. And the second one who?
And the second was Nicholas.
Nicholas. Yeah, dear, no problem. So Ray, yes.
By the way, that video, yeah, that video has, you've got Nicholas?
Nicholas.
Yeah, That video has sound. I had it turned off to minimize the distraction, but the countdown goes beep, 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 and it gets pretty it ratchets up the attention and the adrenaline, and the participation rates are really high.
Okay.
Do you want to show something else, Joy?
No, I'm good. Yeah, let's see.
So we left time for questions, so please fire them at us. Any questions about what you imagine doing this, John?
What is the capacity? How many people can join one of these?
200 concurrent, okay, with right out of the box, meaning that you can have a meeting with 200 concurrent participants. We can scale that to 10,000 concurrents, but that is a different type of platform. This is peer-to-peer, so that anybody can participate. 24 visible at a time, which is controllable by the host. But we can scale it up. When we go above 200, then it takes a little bit different form. But basically, it's the look and feel is the same. There are just not participants in the window with me. Any other questions?
What percentage of your users are mobile versus desktop?
Would you? I couldn't hear that, Joy.
What percentage of users are mobile versus desktop?
Yeah, well, that's a great question, okay? And because of the fact that we are corporate first, okay, it is about 80% desktop and 20% mobile. But where we have focused on schools, or where we have engaged with schools, it's 50-50. And in the long run, we think mobile is really important. We spent a lot of time making the mobile experience as good as we can. It's a challenge to get a lot of content squeezed into a mobile device, but we've done a pretty good job, and we will continue to develop. One of the things that's really important, by the way, is that this runs in a browser. Nothing needs to be installed. You don't have to put spyware on your machine that has encryption keys in in China, I mean. And all of this uses a standard browser, no installation. It uses the browser security, which is, industrial strength. And, one of our clients is Space Force. We're doing training for not using this particular platform, but, we're really cognizant of security issues, and we, deal with one of the highest security organizations in the world. Any other questions? John.
Do you have pricing plans for non-corporate?
Sorry?
Do you have pricing plans for non-corporate, like smaller users?
Sure, yeah.
I wanted to teach a technology class.
Yeah, absolutely. We have pricing plans from single users up to, giant enterprises. So, all of that is online on REACHUM.com, but please reach out to us if you have any questions. And, our team, this is really easy to use. Some of the people here some of the students have used it and given us some great feedback. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to exit this. And you might notice that right here, it says meeting details. Somebody complained that it said had other terminology. Actually, this has changed. It says now it says edit. Okay. Yeah, edit content. It's changed to edit content now. based on the advice of one of the interns who I think is sitting here. So, any other questions?
Thank you, Randall.
Okay.
Oh, is there another question?
Thank
Do you
you.
have somebody? Nope, I think we're good.